Welcome back to the Morning Wood. I'm your host, Dusty Rhodes. Stop what you're doing because we are officially in the eye of the storm for Coachella's 25th anniversary. Golden Voice is going all out for this silver jubilee, and we have double breaking news to start the celebration. First, the legendary Yuma Disco Shark is evolving for 2026 with a full LiDAR tracking system. And second, we've confirmed Anyma's world premiere of ÆDEN is deploying a custom-built spatial audio engine for the main stage, designed to make a crowd of 100,000 feel like they're in a private 4D sound booth. If you're feeling the desert energy, smash that like button right now and follow the channel so you don't miss a single data drop this season. This 25-year legacy is shaping up to be the biggest year in festival history. We're tracking a 22-song career retrospective from Justin Bieber and an orchestral pivot for Sabrina Carpenter. Today we are breaking down the industrial evolution of 9 Inch Nails and the official 9 Inch Noise collaboration. If you want to know which stage is about to become a literal war zone, you're in the right place. Let's get to the data. Let's check the vitals on our Big Four. As we just teased, the technical update for Anyma is a total game changer. The ÆDEN project is moving beyond standard stereo to a full immersive 4D positioning system. This custom-built engine uses a specialized array to map sound directly to the visual movements of those massive 15-foot robots on the screen. As the digital entities move across the stage, the audio tracks them in physical space, creating a sonic proximity effect. This means the bass won't just hit you, it will feel like it's following the giant on screen, rippling through your DNA with mathematical precision. If you aren't ready for a 15-foot robot to stare into your soul while the sound moves around you in 360 degrees, you aren't ready for 2026. Now, for the rest of the heavy hitters. Sabrina Carpenter. While her short and sweet era was all about that retro pop aesthetic, the word on the street is she's bringing a full live orchestra to the desert. Imagine Espresso with a 30-piece string section. It's a highbrow manifest that would cement her as a true vocal powerhouse. Then we have Justin Bieber. The Speculation, a massive 22-song setlist tracing his entire journey, from the Baby and Journals days all the way to his Swag 2 tracks like Daisies and Yukon. And finally, Karol G is currently in a 12-hour-a-day choreography camp to ensure Sunday night is the biggest party in the history of Indio. Drop a comment below and let me know. Are you Team Bieber or Team Karol G for the closing sets? I want to see those arguments in the thread. Now back to that breaking news. The Yuma tent upgrade is centered entirely around the Disco Shark. Since its debut in 2013, the Yuma has served as Coachella's dedicated electronic heart, an indoor sanctuary designed to feel like a multi-million-dollar nightclub. It's a world of hardwood floors, plush furnishings, and an eye-searing light show. But for 2026, the Shark now incorporates a sophisticated LiDAR system. We are talking about millions of laser pulses per second, creating a real-time 3D point cloud of the dance floor. This system tracks the crowd with millimeter precision, allowing the spatial audio engine to dynamically adjust the acoustics. As the mosh pit opens or the crowd densifies, the system recalculates sound reflections in real time, ensuring that the high-fidelity sound delivers bass that hits your chest with total clarity, regardless of where you're standing. The Yuma has always rewarded deep listening and crowd connection. We've seen legendary turns here, from Fatboy Slim's masterclass in dance history to the high-energy sets that have cemented this tent as essential lore. In a festival that's growing more massive by the year, the Yuma remains the ultimate safe space. It's where underground dance culture doesn't have to compete with sun-soaked main stages. With the new LiDAR system guiding the darkness, the intimacy is being dialed up to an 11. And with Boys Noize confirmed for his own set in the tent, there is a high probability of a surprise 9 Inch Noise collaboration under the Shark. If you want the purest underground vibe in the desert, this is your home. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. We're tracking every surprise set rumor as they break. Time for today's Coachella pro tip. First things first, hydrate. Grab that collapsible water bottle and keep it full. And don't forget your bandana, because the Coachella cough is very real and it doesn't play favorites. When you need to escape the heat, make a break for the Sonora or the Yuma. Whether you're looking to get your mosh pit on or hit the dance floor, you can lose yourself in the music and leave the desert sun behind. Stay cool, stay covered, and keep the energy up. Alright, let's talk about the set that's currently blowing up every message board. Friday night, 9 Inch Nails. But to understand why the 2026 return is so monumental, we have to look at the DNA of the man behind the machine. The legacy and the machine. Trent Reznor didn't just join a genre, he broke it and rebuilt it in his own image. This is a guy who was classically trained on piano, but chose to spend his nights waxing floors as a janitor in Cleveland just so he could record Pretty Hate Machine on his off hours. He wasn't just cleaning up, he was waiting for the studio bookings to end so he could use the equipment for free. He took the cold mechanical sounds of synth pop and industrial, inspired by the grit of Skinny Puppy and Gary Newman, and he injected them with raw human pain. From the mud-caked chaos of Woodstock '94 to his 2005 Coachella debut, Trent has always been about the physical toll of the music. At that 2005 show, he re-entered the tortured space of Piggy while sweat poured off him just 20 minutes into the set. He showed us that you could be broken on the inside, but powerful enough to trash a stage so hard that headliners couldn't even top the energy. The buzz for this year is hitting a fever pitch because this Friday night set is officially the world premiere of 9 In Noise. This isn't a random pairing. It is the high-voltage union between Trent's industrial machine and the German techno grid of Boys Noize, also known as Ridha. Ridha has spent decades as a master of distortion and analog chaos, producing raw club weapons under the Boys Noize banner. But before that, he was a massive 9 Inch Nails fan, listening to Downward Spiral and Broken on repeat. That shared DNA exploded out of the Challengers and Tron, Aries soundtracks, followed by the carnage of the Peel It Back tour in 2025. That tour introduced a radical B-stage format, where the band would move to a secondary space specifically for Boys Noize to perform live remixes and deep cuts. It was a hardware-driven hybrid monster that blended arena rock with a Berlin basement vibe, and it set the stage for this standalone Coachella moment. The venue rumors. We're still playing the guessing game on stage placement, and the production specs are vital. The Sahara stage is where the transition gets real. Total digital immersion is the key to this year's set. Remember what we established back in episode 4 about the Sahara stage redesign? That new extensive LED structure creates a truly immersive, tube-like environment. This design is the ultimate match for an industrial and digital aesthetic. It is highly probable that 9 In Noise would deliver an unforgettable performance there, taking that Peel It Back tour energy and amplifying it through the most advanced visual structure Coachella has ever built. It's a match made in production heaven. The Yuma secret. And here is the real insider tip. We know Boys Noize is officially performing in the Yuma by himself. Who knows? Maybe 9 In Noise shows up there for a surprise set after the main event. If you're under the disco shark, keep your eyes on the booth. Anything can happen. The technicals and the finish. For the nerds, we're talking Buchla and Eurorack modular systems. No laptops, no safety nets. We're going to watch Trent and Ridha patching cables live on stage, conjuring a sound that is physically heavy. It's NYC Industrial Meeting Berlin Techno. But beyond the gear, this is about the return of the ghost in the machine. Whether they're tearing down the stage or turning the Sahara into a riot, this isn't just a concert, it's a reckoning. It's going to be loud, it's going to be distorted, and it's going to be history. We've covered the robots, the orchestras, the Yuma, and the industrial warfare of Friday night. But as we close out episode 6, I want to leave you with the most important data point for the weekend. Be kind and be patient. It's going to be hot, it's going to be crowded, and the desert can be overwhelming. Look out for the person next to you. If someone looks lost or needs water, step up. We are all in this together, and we are all here for the same reason: the music. Smash that like button on your way out. Subscribe for the next data drop, and tell me in the comments, what stage are you camping out at this year? I'm Dusty Rhodes. Stay hydrated, stay sharp, and I'll see you at the Disco Shark.